trying to go to LA to fuck with Joshua for a couple days.
I'm going to LA in December.
Like late December?
Early December.
I'm trying to go to Miami for New Year's. I ain't trying to be out here in the cold, bro.
Miami for New Year's, I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. I did Miami for New Year's.
I ain't even trying to fuck with no festivities. I'm just trying to chill.
No, it's good. You can really chill out there. Get on the beach, wake up, first day, New Year's Day, hop in the ocean.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just don't get bit by a shark.
That's a fact. And y'all heard the hand claps just came in. Welcome back. We've been recording. Yes, we've been recording. I caught your ass rolling and everything.
Oh,
that's a fact.
Oh, we been recording?
Welcome back to the Don Coolio and Dricanhippie Show. I am your host, the highest hippie in the room, Dricanhippie, of course. And y'all see we got a special guest in the building. Shout out to Don Coolio. He couldn't make it, man. We got the Gent back in the building. Y'all know his voice. Y'all know his face. Y'all know his thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We back in this bitch. What's good, Jay?
What's poppin'? Shout out to my man Don Coolio, holding it down for you today. You know what I'm saying? Putting some work in for the fam right now.
Mm-hmm. But if y'all heard that little conversation that we was having before we came in, we was just talking about vacation shit. Not trying to be in New York for the winter time, you know what I'm saying? Because the winter, that winter just hit real fast. It just came out of nowhere. I was like, damn.
It kind of creeped in real
I'm
quick.
wearing hoodies and jackets and shit already. I was just in Vegas. A month, not even a month ago, I was just in Vegas, bro. But this should be episode 2. I don't even know, 248 or something like that. 248, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But what's good, Jay? How the universe treating you? How your world going, man? How's everything going?
Oh, my life is good right now. You know what I mean? We made strides from where we were about like maybe a year ago. You know what I mean? We made some real strides. I'm back on my grind with my music.
That's a fact.
You know, I'm engaged.
Congratulations, you know what I mean? Congratulations.
Moving on with my life, moving forward, doing big things. You know what I mean?
How that feel?
That's a blessing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's 100% a blessing, you know, like to be able to age the way I'm aging now and like really be able to enjoy myself, be comfortable with myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like knowing I got like a good partner by my side, like why I still like, climb through this thing we call life. So like, I'm having a good time with it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I like the way y'all moving, you know what I'm saying? He got his partner here with him. We not gonna hit the camera yet, you know what I'm saying? But we here, man. We here. But yeah, man, same here, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to progress every day. Trying not to let the negative energies enter my aura no more, you know what I'm saying? Just putting one foot ahead of the other, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just trying to live life, man. Trying to live life. I just wanted to touch a couple topics, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into let's just say rest in peace to Coolio.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Coolio. That's a classic. You know what I mean? That's a classic. That's something not to be overlooked in hip hop. Coolio put in a lot of work. Yeah. He opened up a lot of doors and opportunities for artists, you know what I mean, to come up, really. Yeah. Like, when you really
even his style, like he was real different. Yeah, like he came into the game with a different style, and the hair, the braids coming out of the hat and everything like that. Well, he's West Coast, right?
Yeah, Compton. He's from Compton.
That's what's up. Compton. That's what's up. What's some of your favorite tracks from Coolio? Of course, like when I heard him, I wasn't into hip hop yet, but I was like into movies. So I was watching Dangerous Minds, and that song Gangsta's Paradise come on, and it's like, yo, this shit is hard, bro. So that's like one of my favorite tracks from him. What's some of yours?
For me, it's like for me it was like second grade when he came out. Like he had that Lakeside sample. You know what I mean? When he was on that 1, 2, 3, 4, get you on the floor, cause you gotta get up and get down. Yeah, that used to be my video after school. I used to watch that, you know what I mean, on BET.
With the fucking lowriders and all that shit.
Lowriders and stuff, and that was really one of my first forays where I was just like, I was looking at the West Coast and at California and like, yo, I wanna go there. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? So, and then of course, Gangsta's Paradise was just like major. I remember just super smash. I just remember the impact it had as a child. Like when everyone heard that, even though I walked through the valley, you know what I mean? Like he just came on it. You know, what I mean? It was just a classic moment. You know,
that's it, bro.
It's cool.
That's a top 100 track. in hip hop history right there.
No,
Top
it
50
definitely
probably.
is. One of the most memorable moments in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it just like, it was
Yeah.
it really showed how much of an impact hip hop has in like in the film world as well, you know what I mean? And how that translates on big screens. So like shout outs to Coolio for that.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Condolences to the whole family. Rest in peace to him, man. That shit is, it's a sad thing. I think it was like cancer or something like that. I'm not too sure. Cardiac arrest.
I read the whole article
He was in his 50s, right?
He was born in 63, so he's about to be.
He was like
he's 59. He's 59, going on 60 and stuff. And like they asked us, they was talking to him about certain things. Like he really like in the article I read in the New York Post at the time, he was really talking. They was talking about how he felt about when Weird Al Yankovic like rocked his song and how he did like a diss and stuff on Weird Al over it and everything like that. He's like, yo, I look back on it. And I should have just been cool with it. I should have been flattered with it. Yeah. And I like, to me, reading that was like a real eye opener because like I could be like that too. You know what I say? I feel like kind of like, black men, like men of color, like we all get very like territorial about like our stuff. You know what I mean? Like we have like this thing about our respect and our ego. Sometimes I think it like gets in the way of like us like really enjoying
progressing.
Enjoying and progressing. You know,
or even letting other doors open.
You know, so he talked on that and he was like, eventually I met Weird Al, it was cool. He like, dude wanted me to come out, but the bag wasn't right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like Weird Al, he do that shit off like the love, like he loved this hip hop. You see they doing a movie on him, right?
Oh, on Weird Al?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
He worthy of a movie?
son that played in Lord of the Rings.
I'm not even a Lord of the Rings fan.
I forget the white boy's name, but he one of them actors that's right now hot. He's hot right now. I forget his name, but he's doing the Weird Al movie. Like how he was really into hip hop when he was a kid and all that shit, and that's what really made him do songs like parody songs and all this extra shit.
Yeah, Coolio was like, yo, Madonna ain't care, Michael ain't care, like
nobody.
They was flattered. He did Eat It. Michael Jackson. I forget the joint he did for Madonna when he did the like a virgin. I forget how that went, but
Nah, he got a lot of classics too. But man, classics. Rest in peace to Coolio, man. Yo, before we go into any other topics, I want to let y'all know October 28th, Friday, we doing another showcase event. Make sure you guys stay in tune with that and get the date. The flyer is gonna be right here. 788 Rogers, 6 to 12. We got artists like Yetta Cortez, Chris Welsh, Erica Kane is back. We got India Exclusive. We got a lot of artists on this one, man. So make sure that you guys pop out October 28th. High Mares event. It's like Nightmares, Frightmares, but we called it High Mares. You know what I'm saying? Come get high with your boys. Watch a couple nice events. Costumes are welcome. Best male, best female wins a prize. And let's have fun, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
What are you thinking about being?
I think I'm going to throw the Mike Myers mask on.
The Mike Myers mask?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do Michael Myers, just to chill. I got this nice promo idea that I got in my head for a video. It's about to be fire, you know what I'm saying? But let's touch into this other topic. Where did I want to go with it after Coolio? Because that's, that was something somber. We could touch on the findings that they found on the PNB Rock murder.
Terrible situation.
Yeah, that was nasty. They saying that a 17-year-old killed him. They arrested a 17-year-old. But they saying that his father was already in the restaurant and his father went back, got him from the crib, and brought him to do the robbery. Yeah. And I guess son took it upon his hands to kill him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the whole situation is just like, it's just, it's devastating because we talking about, a bunch of black men, at the end of the day. We talking about a father sending his son outside to do something wicked. And we talking about a young man who did everything in his power to get away from an unjust and wicked way of living and was out with his daughter and his partner. And you know, it's just a sad situation to constantly see that keep happening, you know what I mean? I don't see Post Malone getting shot up at his shows, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah, I don't see Jack Harlow getting
shot
chased.
up at their shows, and it's like the way they've co-opted this hip-hop culture into being this, like, you know, making us look like we just a bunch of violent heathens out here is crazy, because that's not really how it goes, you know what I mean? And we losing too many of ourselves right now unnecessarily due to, like, you know, being misinformed about our masculinity and like who we are as individuals and human beings, and we acting out in ways that it's just disparaging to us.
And not even knowing like these are first generation wealthy people now, you know what I'm saying? These rappers and these actors or whatever you want to call them, entrepreneurs and all that. They don't really know the responsibilities of that shit, being fiscal with your money and saving that shit and investing and all that. I mean, we get into it now, more conversations and everything like that, but still with the big jewelry to go get breakfast, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. I get it. Wear what you want to wear because you earned it. You worked hard for it. But at the same time, know where you at, too. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot about that area. I never been to LA, so I don't know for sure firsthand, but you hear a lot about these areas. But at the same time, what we saying, how we started the conversation, it's sad to hear that a kid had his father in his life, but his father is giving him negative influence. Yeah. Like, yo, come on, there's a rapper here, let's go rob him. Like,
but that's to, you know, that's to the society that we live in, and like what we perceive as what it means, like, to be a man, you know what I mean? Like, we have to really start like really questioning that convention, you know what I mean? Because we gotta ask ourselves, do we really subscribe to this convention in the first place? You know what I mean? Because it's become so toxic. You know what I mean? It's become something that's holding us back and not helping us move forward. And I think, like, this isn't just a issue for, you know, black men or men in the ghetto or anything like that. I think this is an issue across the board where we're all having to, like, really sit here and really, like, take back and like think about that in a more introspective way. Because if we keep moving forward, we're gonna keep creating these, like, toxic situations like this. And like now there's, like, loss of life for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, we're not all supposed to be, you know, some people are bread makers, some people are homemakers, you know what I mean? That's not necessarily like a gendered thing, you know what I mean? It's different people play different parts of society, you know what I mean? And everyone has their position to play, and it's like, you know, it really kind of, you know, I love Fat Joe, always gonna be a fan, but when he said, like, yo, I used to rob niggas, like, so I don't got a problem with anybody robbing niggas, but why'd you have to kill them? But it's like, but this is the problem, like, because why we even gotta rob each other in the first place? You know what I mean? Like,
why you can't find some other means to get money?
Like, why is it that, you know, we gotta hurt other people to get the things we want? And this has kind of been like a recurrent problem. Like, it's like, to become successful and to make it out the hood is to hurt the very people in the very foundation of what you coming from, you know. And here it's like we went from all we was doing was talking about selling crack to one another and this and that, and like kids on these drugs and stuff like that. Even though Uzi Vert had a young rapper on his label, that just this young girl, she just recently got murdered out in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad to see it as a cultural phenomenon. It's sad to see that it's becoming so commonplace. You know what I mean? Like, these just young kids.
So you think the music plays a part in it?
Oh, the music plays a big part. You know, I was just watching a Sway clip with him and Rich Homie Quan talking about the Thugger situation, and, like, you know, respect to Rich Homie Quan, you know what I mean? Like, he said what he needed to say, like, yo, I got babies out here that is watching what I do, and he's like, everything I put out here, you know, like, the words you speak into the universe, they find you. They find you and they take life, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fucking
Snoop even said it his own self when he was going through the whole situation where he was on death row. He's like, I was on death row. Next thing you know, I got a murder case. And I made a whole song about murder was the case that they gave me. I didn't even have a murder. Now I really got a murder case. It's like you speak these things into existence, you know? So it's like, you know, I appreciate all these artists, like, telling our story and, like, giving people an insight to what's going on in our communities, but we also got to start really thinking about what it is we're saying, because, like, we're also at a point now that we're speaking harm into existence upon each other. It's not it.
Yeah, it's a whole fucked up situation because words do have power, you know what I mean? And for these hip hop artists, every single one to be talking about the same shit, that's why people like are like not gravitating towards the music anymore, because it's like everybody's talking about the same shit and everything is something negative. Even like with the females, like you might find the Rhapsody or something like that, but they all talking about, you know, the
sex, they pussy,
the strip club thing, you know, like, it ain't nothing wrong with it, but
it's very one-sided. It you know, like for me, like being so closely involved in the music industry all my life and like it being my source of income, you know, like watching artists like take that route, you know what I mean, and like seeing that there's not, you know, I get it, you know what I mean, because there's been plenty of times where I was just like, it's whatever, let me get the bag, you know what I mean, but that always turns into something like at the end of the day, like money doesn't, money's
but like when I look at these bigger artists, I don't like, I could put the blame on them, but most of the time, like these labels, that's what they want, because then they'll hear you talking some conscious shit and they be like, nah, we not putting that out. But then they'll put the money behind all the bullshit.
Yeah, they'll put the money behind the bullshit, and it's fucked up, because it's like you see it's not cool, you know what I mean? Because it's like you look at an XXXTentacion situation, like I hope this young man's family is being paid. Like this kid is pulling in numbers. You're talking about billions of hits. Billions of people around the world. There's a whole documentary about him. Like he does, I think, if I'm correct, have a child. You know,
she was pregnant when he died. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, knowing that, like I hope, like, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this is also like a myth in America. Like when people come into generational wealth, it normally comes from some sort of traumatic situation. If you look at any like elite family, there's a history of trauma.
Yeah, I hate that thought too. Like you gotta go through something to be up here. Like that shit.
Exactly.
Sometimes that shit pisses me off.
It's like everything comes with like a sacrifice, and normally the sacrifice is like your happiness. So it's like you could have comfort on paper, but you might not be comfortable in your mind and your own self. You know, you listen to some of these celebrity kids, and I met some of them my own self, and I listened to them talk about their lives, and like after a while, you meet so many people in this industry. No matter how famous they are, you realize it's just a human being in front of you.
Yeah, that's it. And they might not be happy with that life that they live in right now.
They just as fragile as anybody else.
As anybody else.
They're doing a job. It's a job. It's a job. It's no different than being a janitor. It's a job.
Rest in peace to PNB Rock, man. And then now you got a 17-year-old that's about to serve however long in jail. You know what I'm saying?
About
like,
to be in jail for life.
Yeah, that's another thing. Pops is gonna be in jail as well for conspiracy and all that extra shit.
That's another broken family. You know?
Another broken family. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Oh, I wanted to touch on this topic. You probably don't watch the Joe Budden's podcast, right? But
sometimes I do.
But it was on a Patreon exclusive, so those the episodes that you gotta pay for.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna break it down, right? And I want to have this conversation, right? So you see, he got the new host that he got on his shit, Ish and Ice.
Yeah.
So those are like people that he kind of grew up with. They his friends, you know what I'm saying? Ish, you know what I mean? So Ish is like real good with business. He's a real good business minded person. Like he's the one that's kind of holding the boat afloat. Cause Ice, he cool. He say what he say, but he cool.
Yeah.
But Ish is the one that like combats Joe's takes. You know what I'm saying? So they'll go back and forth. So they was talking about their contract. So Joe Budden wants the clause in the contract where I could fire you whenever I want to, and I don't have to tell you. I don't have to warn you. So it's just like, all right, if you putting that in there, I want to put that I could quit whenever I want to, and I don't have to tell you. And Joe's thing is like, but I want to put in there also that you can't start your own podcast when you leave. And it's just like, nigga, I don't care. I don't do this. I'm just doing this for you. I'm helping you right now.
Yeah.
But if we doing contracts, I want it to be fair on both ends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, like, that's where they combating that. Like, what you think about friendship and business, and like when it comes to contracts?
I think it's always business.
It's always gonna be business.
It's always going to be business, and I think that there's a way to disagree in a respectful manner,
which they did, yeah.
And if you're good at business, you can disagree in a respectful manner and come to a resolve.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, a good business.
Because you know, if you are good at that aspect of it, and you know what you bring to the table, you should know what you're talking about.
If you don't like the situation, step away from it.
Yeah,
no need to like. You know,
and I feel like he likes the situation. He just wants to be secure. Like,
you want to be secure. You want to be respected.
And it's like Joe's like, but how much you getting paid? He like, bro, I don't care about the money. That's cool. That's the extra icing on the cake.
But things go wrong sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But then that's Joe's argument as well because of what Rory and Maul did. We not gonna start no podcast. And then when they leave, they start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good podcast, but Joe is like, damn, I feel like I made y'all, and y'all just left me without telling me. So I don't want to go through that again.
I just, you know, this is the thing. Like that, these business situations is a lot like relationships too. Mm-hmm. You know, in many ways. You know, like in a relationship, you don't get to hold the person unwillingly. You know what I mean? Like you always gotta accept the fact that people have their autonomy. Yeah. You know, and I also like coming up in the industry and hearing people make statements like, "Oh, I put you on," and this and that and the third. It's like I don't like doing that to people. You know what I mean? I feel like it's unnecessary energy.
I think that's trash.
Everybody put their work in. It's like, yeah, like you gave them the platform, but they gotta maintain it and sustain it. And like if that's really your people's, then be happy for them when they move on.
I think that's what taints the culture of hip hop because that's what it was in the beginning. Like I'm gonna put you on because you know what I'm saying. Like they was like, yo, this little nigga Nas is super dope. Let's put him on because we know he could take this further. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He's the next evolution of it. Yeah, and like we don't get that within our people. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
you don't.
You don't get that generally. It's like, damn, you see somebody that do better than you, and you like.
But that's capitalism. Yeah. And that's the point of capitalism is to take time, and to take time is to take energy, and that's what it does. Like they want you to lose your energy, exasperate your energy, lose your focus. Yeah. Because the more they can keep you at the bottom, is the more that they can feed the top. Yeah. So when you break out of that cycle of that, like. Yeah. You just let other people prosper, you're going to prosper as well.
And then he hit Joe, bro. He said, but you was the one that's raging against the machine, bro. Now you sounding like the machine. You sounding like the machine. And Joe is like, oh, he just shut up.
But see, that's the thing, that's capitalism. That's like, it gets everybody. Everybody falls for it.
Especially when you get to a certain level.
In America, it's just what we do. You know? It's like it's very much a detailed part of our culture. It's just how we like move around in the world.
But that's why I said it's like it threatens the hip hop culture because it was supposed to be teach one, and we grow.
That was the point.
And now certain people, like you said, say, "Oh, I put him on," so. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got the academic types, you know what I mean? Like, just want to clown the culture, not realizing that, like, yo, you clowning the same infrastructure that's allowing you to thrive and eat in the first place anyway. Because if these older rappers wouldn't have been here in the first place, you would not have this job.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know what the fuck to start at. Yeah,
this job wouldn't even have existed for you. Like, you already getting something handed to you.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's like we all came into this, like, even when...
it's like going into a hotel...
It's like Brooklyn right now, you know what I mean? Like, Brooklyn's always been a great borough. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Always been one of the best, always been a standout when it comes to talent, art, music, whatever. You know what I mean? But, like, for a while, like, the infrastructure here was real shaky. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you look at Brooklyn now compared to when I first was out here, like, 2007 was when I moved over here and I started chilling in Brooklyn realistically in, like, 2002, skipping school. And, like, you see the build-up from 2002 to 2022, which is 20 years later, and it's incredible, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was a kid, I would go over to Bushwick, there was nothing there for me to really do.
Yeah, there was a lot of empty lots and everything in Brooklyn.
Like, Brooklyn, New York in general was very empty. Like, it's like there's more infrastructure here now for people to build, you know what I mean? So, like, if you really don't want to be out here, and be outside in these streets, like there's something for you to do.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, and there's a lot more infrastructure. Like, even just in general, you know, I see like kids have more infrastructure now than we had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way they're able to access information so quickly. Before, like, you used to have to walk to the local library.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See if your moms would even take you there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get a library card, go through the whole process. Like,
But I like
now
that.
you just
But I like
away.
that better. Cause then you had places to go to as well, like after school programs and shit. These kids now, bro, they just in the crib on the computer.
Yeah, that's
all
very
day.
true. That's very true.
I mean, it's cool because you, like you said, you learn whatever you want to at a quick pace. But what if you want to learn some bullshit? You learning bullshit at a quick pace. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, exactly.
I don't know. It is what it is. I probably got like 2 more topics and we gonna get up out of here. Did you see Draymond Green punch his teammate Jordan Poole?
No, I didn't see that, but I wish I did.
So, I'll show you right after we finish. Because they leaked the video. Somebody leaked the video. Somebody got paid. They said 50 to 100,000 to leak the video to TMZ. So it was in practice, and Jordan Poole was like under the rim, like by the wall. I guess he was talking shit, and you see Draymond Green coming into the screen. And he get close to Jordan Poole. Come on, bro. You don't let nobody get in your airspace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he like pushed him a little bit. He pushed Draymond Green a little bit, and Draymond Green just came with a right haymaker. Boom. You saw his legs buckle, bro. He fell. Like I think he put him to sleep, bro. Damn. I think he put him to sleep. But I don't know. A lot of like NBA official people, like veterans and shit, is like, yo, like shit like this happened. The only thing is that y'all saw it. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody leaked the footage. So a lot of people saying it's not a big thing, but
I don't think it's that big of a deal because honestly, like if you ever grew up playing sports, that's what we did. We fought. You know what I mean? Like,
even with your teammates, you get heated with your teammates.
Yeah, and sometimes you fight. I see teammates fight each other. I remember times like when one of us get on the fight in a basketball game, the whole team jump out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody throwing hands. You know?
I was just watching the documentary on the Malice in the Palace, Detroit and Indiana.
That's one of the greatest moments of my life, yo.
That was crazy.
That's when I was still following sports like heavily, so I seen it live.
That nigga went into the crowd.
Shout out to my man Ron Artest. Ron Artest is one of the realest that ever did it, like all day, every day. Yo, shout outs to Ron Artest.
Nah, for real, he was dropping albums while he was busting niggas' ass on the court. Nah, that's crazy.
Ron Artest took it to the next level. And
then, and then you had him and Steven Jackson on the same team.
Like O'Neal over there mad in his feelings and stuff. And I get it. I'm mad with you. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Ron went, left you, got two rings with the Lakers. So I get it, my G. Like, trust me, I get it because, like, I know what it feels like when somebody does something foul to me. You know what I mean? But like I said, like if we go back to the basics of what this American shit is, this is capitalism. Hold each other down, Not only is this capitalism, my man Ron Artest don't come from nowhere wholesome. Okay, like these New York streets is real.
Queens,
you know what
man.
I mean? Queens is no joke.
For real.
So this is real, you know what I'm saying? And they only a stone's throw from Manhattan, so it's just like you see all the glitz and the glamour. So it's like, yo, the bag is very, very important. The bag is very important. So Ron Artest went for the bag, and you know.
But Draymond publicly apologized. He was like, "I'm gonna step away from the team for a couple days."
I mean, I don't know if that was very necessary. I don't know.
They gonna suspend you anyways. Well, the team probably take some action on you. I don't know. You know what I mean?
But I don't know. The public apology, I feels like too much because it's like, it's nobody's business to be involved in it anyway.
Yeah, you only apologize publicly.
And we don't even really know like the whole story. Like this, you know, him and Jordan could have been beefing for a minute. They I don't know what the tension is. Like I'm not in there. That's not my work relationship. You know what I mean? Like,
luckily, this the preseason. You know what I'm saying? So
they'll be alright. They'll be alright. They ring spoiled. They ring spoiled. That's
unlike my bum ass Mets. Sad, bro. It's just sad, bro. It ain't never gonna happen for me, bro. I ain't never gonna see these niggas win a championship, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Last time they won was in the 90s.
86. I was born in 88. I missed it by 2 years. I missed the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, bro, like, we had a 10-game lead all year, first place. The last 3 games of the season, bro, we playing Atlanta. They 1 game back from us in the last 3 games of the season. They sweep us, bro. They take the division, and now we in the wild card game in the playoffs, and we lose to the Padres. Luckily, it's a 3-game series, you know what I'm saying? But we down 1-0 already. If you lose another game, you out of here. It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap for you. You out of here. The Yankees ain't played yet. They got the bye, you know what I'm saying? So they in the ALDS, you know what I'm saying?
How you feel about this Aaron Judge thing? You think this is real, or you think we just got another Mark McGwire?
The Aaron Judge thing?
Yeah.
I think he official.
You think it's official?
Yeah, I think he official. But I don't like how they kind of like marketing it like, oh, he's beating the American League record. No, nigga. He's either chasing the home run record or he's not. And who has the home run record? Say his name. Because y'all be hating on the kid. You know what I'm saying? Big B's, 2 B's, Barry Bonds, bro. I don't care if he took steroids. Steroids don't make you hit the baseball. It might put some pop on it because you might be a little stronger, but you got to be nice to hit 100.
Yeah, you still got to train.
You gotta have like, that hand-eye coordination.
I think
the nigga won 5 MVPs before he started taking steroids.
But every athlete is taking some sort of regimen of a steroid, vitamin,
HGH or something,
something like because your body breaks down, your muscles break down, your bone structure.
Even with the doctors giving you whatever to rehabilitate, whatever, bro. They sticking you with something. They sticking you with something. Sports is a crazy business too, bro. But
and that's exactly what it is. It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business. Bro.
I don't know if I don't want to be accusing anybody of anything. So, but like,
nah, shout out to Aaron Judge, man.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to tell the people specifically? Let the people know where you DJ at and all that. Jump over.
Oh yeah,
you know
I mean if you really interested on Fridays, every Friday I do Fig 19 on Christie Street downtown in Manhattan. You know, that's Delancey and Christie. If you didn't know, Bowery on the J train. You know what I mean? Come through, nice spot, like
get some drinks, listen to some music, you know what I'm saying?
Be a good vibe in there. We play some bangers, you know what I'm saying?
And if y'all know the Gent, bro, y'all know Famous in Bushwick, y'all know all that he did. Y'all know how nice he is on the wheels of steel, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't play no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It's always a vibe, that's a fact. But I appreciate you for coming out on this episode and helping me out, you know what I'm saying? I always appreciate your thoughts on any topics that I throw your way. You know how to deliver, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Family, yo, you my brother for life, yo.
You already know that, bro. It's a fact. So for the Gent is Dricanhippie. Shout out to Don Cole. Y'all already know what time it is, man. And y'all already know what we about to do, man. We about to get high, man. And I'm about to try to watch this Mets game without stressing myself out, man. But like, comment, subscribe, share if you like anything that we said on the episode. And we be back at y'all real soon, October 28th. Don't forget that date.
Peace.
Peace.